Hello everybody and welcome back to Tree of Tranquility. I'm here on the second day of winter and we're going to do something a little bit different today. Rather than start the episode at the beginning of the day, I've actually fast forwarded to the evening, so it's 5 o'clock at night, and I plan on just going further in depth about the fishing part. For the woodfish I talked about in the last video, I'm going to demonstrate that. And we are also going to swing by the Sunday Inn and meet our new villager. So I've done all my chores. I made sure to grab my fishing rod and the stay awake. And I also have a relatively almost full stamina bar for this, just on the off chance that we actually do catch the woodfish. So we'll go to the inn first. We have to wait until 6 o'clock when it opens its bar, which should be any minute now. I do believe you can meet this character day or night as long as the inn is open. Oh my, it's Chase. Long time no see. Hello ma'am, is Yolanda home? My mom is in the kitchen. Maya's upstairs. I don't care where Maya is. Excuse me. I don't care for Maya either, but that's kinda rude. And Chase has been looking everywhere for spices. I finally managed to get the best of the best. I'll cook you something with them. Not bad, but you rely on your spices too much. You still have a long way to go. I guess you still have a lot to teach me, Yolanda. I've never seen you before. Are you a new worker here? So you're the rancher I keep hearing about. I'm Chase. See you around. Wow, this is sure a busy place in the evening. So it's nice that we've got to meet Chase. You can see he works here at the inn, and he wants to learn how to cook better in order to impress Yolanda. So you'll either find him here at his house, sort of in and around the Waffletown area, and if you can't find him, you can always put him on your tracker. As soon as you meet him, he will be added to your friends list. And when I get around to it, I will be adding him to the poll of marriage candidates for you guys to vote on. And hopefully I can get that poll up and running soon, because we only have one more marriage candidate for both genders, actually. We have one more female bachelorette coming to the island, and we have one more male character that we can marry coming to the island. So I'm gonna go ahead and storm up the mountain here and go to the spring and try and catch that woodfish. So just to recap, you can start trying to catch the fish at 7 p.m. and you have to stop at 5 a.m. That's the window where you can actually catch this fish. It can be any weather and any season. And I don't find that any particular spot matters. You can pretty much cast your line anywhere that you'll be able to get your bob into the water. And it's basically just sit here and wait and hope that you'll catch the fish, but in all probability you won't. It's very unfortunate that a game like this has one particular ingredient that's just randomized, because everything else I feel is pretty fair. Even all of the other fish I feel are relatively fair. You know, the tuna takes a little bit more effort to catch than some of the other fish, but it's not really necessarily difficult. But this fish they've just put in to make it more difficult than it needs to be. So I usually just let it sit until my character automatically pulls the bob out of the water. And then if you want, you can move around. You can actually see the fish in the water, and I don't really know if putting the bob near the fish makes any difference. I really have not found any techniques that make this work for better or for worse. I really don't think that casting the line out makes any difference. I don't think weather makes any difference. I think it's just completely randomized. So we're just going to do this until the morning and the clock rolls over to the next day. At least if it was like Animal Crossing fishing, I could maybe at least see the fish getting closer and closer and anticipate it biting, but it's just completely random. But you can see that waiting for this fish, you would think would actually take a long time, but we're already up to 1 in the morning, so you'd be surprised at how quickly the window to catch this fish actually ends. Sometimes it feels like you haven't stood here for very long at all, and you realize that you've been actually standing here all night waiting for the fish. And other than that, I really have nothing to say. I did a little bit of fishing earlier on in the day yesterday, and I did manage to get my rod to level 3, and I got that power berry as well. So I do have a level 3 rod now, which is hopefully going to help me. And that longer stamina bar might help as well. I was not at all optimistic that we would catch this today. I think my luck would just be way too good if that was the case. Not a very fascinating video, but I just kind of wanted to show everybody what they were in for if they have not yet tried this or they haven't discovered where to catch this fish. And I'm also going to be looking to see if at 5 o'clock that fish automatically disappears, because that would be kind of cool. Oh my god, are you serious right now? Is my luck really going to be this good, you guys? Is this the woodfish? Oh, I am going to be so incredibly excited if I get this. Let's see how much of our stamina this takes. You can see here, don't let your finger off the button. You don't want to lose this fish. Just hammer on the button like your life depends on it. Oh my god, just as I said, oh, that would be too good of luck. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my god, would you look at that. I cannot describe to you guys right now how incredibly excited I am. Oh, wow. That is just phenomenal. That is just really something else. Whew. Wow, I didn't even need to really show you guys the trick. Wow, I thought that was going to take a lot longer, and I couldn't be happier with that. Whew, wow. I must have done something good. Karma must have come back to help me out there. So I'm going to eat that power berry and get all my energy back. Increase my stamina bar. You can see now that I have quite a large stamina bar. And just for fun, I'm gonna cast my line out to see if that fish has disappeared. And it actually hasn't, so that's kind of interesting. You can only catch it at a certain time, but the fish will kind of float around the pond, it looks like. Wow. I am just so incredibly speechless right now. My heart is just pounding. Wow. We're going to be able to finish this game quickly because that is probably, like I said, the most tedious ingredient in the entire game to find. And we just found it on our first try. So if you've stayed up all night until 6 o'clock, you'll get your regular screen that will pop up with your earnings. And you'll now see that your farmer is just utterly exhausted because of lack of sleep. So they'll move around slowly, and if you try and do some of your chores, like if I were to go back and try and water in this state, I would be using up a lot of stamina. So this is when the super stay rig comes in handy. So if your farmer gets to this point where they're extremely tired and they're ready to drop, all you need to do is drink it and your character will pretty much return to normal. Now keep in mind that this only restores their energy, it doesn't restore their stamina. So if you have a stamina bar that's only half full, I do believe you're only going to have half of your stamina. But now you can continue on as normal. You can go around and do your chores, and you can try the woodfish again the next night and use that trick again so that you don't have to spend time sleeping your whole day away. Well, that's about all I can handle for one day. That's just way too exciting. I'm gonna go back to my house. I'm definitely going to make sure to save my game. We're gonna store that woodfish, and now we don't really have a lot of use for that pond, which is kind of unfortunate. It's really such a nice, beautiful looking area, and we don't have a ton of use for it. I went ahead and planted some flowers as well. As you can see, I planted them in a different area just so that this corner over here doesn't get too crowded. And I'm gonna save my buckwheat until these herb seeds come in. You can see here it looks like even though I've stayed up all night, restoring the tiredness that my character has felt doesn't seem to be affecting my work. It looks like I'm able to water stuff and do my chores as I normally would if I had slept. So that's great too. You can get all your stuff done without having to worry too much. And then if you want to try getting the woodfish again, you can sleep at the spring or rest at the spring to get your energy up, or you can use a botagizer or eat some food or something like that. I guess I have a couple more minutes. I will clean up my field a little bit here. I'm probably just going to go to bed early. As soon as I finish this video, I'll probably just go to bed at whatever time that may be. But I'll let my animals out for a bit since it's a nice sunny day, and I'll sort of finish up my chores here. I hope that all of you out there who are getting to this point in the story, who need to catch the woodfish, get as lucky as I have at that particular moment. I know that it doesn't always end up that way, but if it does, then good riddance. You just took care of the most difficult ingredient in the game. So that pretty much means at this point that we can finish up our story whenever we want. It's sort of a weird feeling to think that we'll probably be done the story before we even have a chance to get married. But there is still a ton to do and a ton to see. So I am going to store this woodfish. And I'm going to just quickly look at our rainbows. Because if we look at Alan's rainbow recipe, with the woodfish we now have everything. The toadstool we got from the mine. The green bell, you can pick those up or grow them. They appear in every season. The Ostinays I bought from Maya at the flea market in either spring or summer. Or if you have an ostrich, you can throw it into the mayonnaise maker. And then we bought the carrot cake from Ellie at the fall flea market. So now at any point we can go and take care of Alan's rainbow, and then he would lead us to the area with our final rainbow. So I'm pretty eager to get that done and over with, so hopefully I'll have another update for you guys soon. I am so glad I got that on recording for you guys. It's those moments that make recording really, really, really fun, when people get to see your reaction, because I was totally not expecting that. So I couldn't be happier, and hopefully you guys would join me for the next video.